and you talk about the global health boom between 2000 and 2020, and then a 5-year stagnation period. You've been warning about the backsliding. Is anyone listening?
Well, people care about the world's children. We need to bring more attention to these issues at a time where there's a lot of competition for the aid budgets. The entire world set the goals in 2015 for where we'd get to in 2030, and we are very off track because instead of continuing the decline, which would have gotten us cutting the deaths in half again, we've been plateaued for about 5 years.
Speaking about the decline, Bill, and let's address the funding issue, because development aid has been declining. There isn't political capital or financial resources available at this point in time to address some of the issues that you talk about. Now, the role that the Gates Foundation and philanthropic organizations like yours can play is still limited. I mean, an annual payout of $9 billion this year, can you really top that up?
No, that'll be about the most we can do. And as you say, the big governments are way larger. And so, although often in R&D areas we can fund things on our own, when it comes to taking the tools, whether it's vaccines or drugs or nutrition, we need government partners, both rich world and developing world. And, I think if people knew the impact, and we're only asking for a couple % of these rich country budgets. It's not like, 4%, 5% or anything like that. But they should be proud of what they've done, and we should get back to it, because a lot of the innovations we're talking about allows those dollars to have even more impact. India's a nice situation because India funds almost all of its own health nowadays, and it's made it a priority. And so the partnership we have with the Indian government about, okay, why are there still these nutritional deficits? I would say that's a bright spot in an otherwise troubling picture.
So you asked the question in the report, is the global health boom over? Is it an intermission or a pause? Let me push you on that. Do you believe that it's over, or are we in the middle of an intermission at the moment?
No, I believe that humans do care about each other, and that we can overcome the fact that it's so far away. And there's a lot of other things going on that at the moment it's not getting the attention. It's a challenge to us who work in this field, and I think we'll meet that challenge.
Walk us through what you believe governments need to focus on as the economic implications of malnutrition.
Yeah, malnutrition actually is not very well known. A lot of people, when you say that term, they think of hunger. And of course, if you have a complete food shortage, you are malnourished. But even kids where there's a reasonable amount of food, because their diet doesn't include all the right things, their stomach, their gut, can get into an inflamed state, and then they don't develop either their brain or their body. And there are over 200 million kids that have severe forms of malnutrition. And the insight that by reducing that, more kids, not only will they survive, but that they'll thrive, they'll do well in education and give back to their family and their country. The data on that's gotten so strong that we've been upping this as a priority, starting with our microbiome work about 10 years ago. And now we have some very low-cost initiatives, food fortification, vitamins for pregnant mothers, and bringing down the cost of very nutritious foods, including eggs and milk. And so at the Goalkeepers, we're saying, let's go do those things. And we'll also mention the ongoing research, not ready yet, but things like giving a probiotic to kids. We have a trial out that we could add that if it turns out to work as well as we hope.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Hey, thank you for watching this on CNBC TV18. Hope you liked it. For more such interesting news and updates, follow CNBC TV18 on all the social media platforms.